Get ready for explosive fight news. Sean O'Malley is firing back at Ronda Rousey, and you won't believe what he had to say about her UFC comments. Next up, Ariane da Silva is making a massive comeback after her UFC exit, and she's got a point to prove in her new home. Then, we break down the historic UFC London main event. Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy, a fight that's already making waves. And you won't believe who Aljamain Sterling is leaning towards in that massive featherweight clash. Don't miss a second of the action. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Sean O'Malley drops truth bombs on Ronda Rousey's UFC criticism. Sean O'Malley isn't holding back when it comes to Ronda Rousey's recent jabs at the UFC. With Rousey set to return to MMA against Gina Carano on Netflix, she's been vocal about her issues with Dana White and Hunter Campbell. But O'Malley, currently riding a dominant streak, believes Rousey, John Jones, and even Conor McGregor owe a massive debt to the organization that made them stars. Speaking on his podcast, O'Malley questioned the timing and nature of these criticisms, especially from fighters who achieved their greatest financial and professional success under the UFC banner. He stated, "Who would Conor be without the UFC? Who would Ronda be without it? Who would John be?" He emphasized that while speaking up about unfair treatment is valid, gratitude is also essential. O'Malley, with his own impressive win streak and title defenses, seems keen to maintain a positive relationship with the promotion, making his defense of the UFC all the more notable. The MMA world is buzzing with these comments, with fans debating whether these fighters are justified in their complaints or if O'Malley's perspective on gratitude holds more weight. But O'Malley's defense of the UFC is just the tip of the iceberg in fighter discussions. Next, we dive into a fighter who's found a new home and has a whole lot of proving left to do. Ariane da Silva's bold new chapter, more than just a comeback. Ariane da Silva, once a top-ranked flyweight known as the Queen of Violence, is embarking on a new journey after her UFC exit. After a period of reflection, she's signed with the PFL and is ready to prove she still has plenty to offer, with a potential showdown against Dakota Ditcheva on the horizon. Da Silva revealed that after her final UFC fight, she seriously considered retiring but found renewed passion through training. She realized she still had a fire to compete and a lot to show the world, not just to others but to herself. Her career started with a bang, but she admits she wasn't always ready for the opportunities that came her way in the UFC. Now, with more experience and personal growth, she's looking to seize every chance. She specifically mentioned her former training partner Dakota Ditcheva as a potential future opponent, seeing a fight with her as a significant step towards achieving her goal of winning a PFL belt. Fans are excited to see Da Silva back in action, especially with the possibility of a super fight with Ditcheva, a fellow elite flyweight. From a fighter seeking redemption to a matchup that's already making history, the featherweight division is heating up. Get ready for UFC London's main event, where undefeated contenders collide. Aljamain Sterling's prediction: why Lerone Murphy has the edge over Movsar Evloev. UFC London is set to host a massive featherweight showdown between two undefeated contenders, Movsar Evloev and Lerone Murphy. Former bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling has weighed in, and he's leaning towards Lerone Murphy in this intriguing striker versus grappler matchup. Sterling broke down the fight on his YouTube channel, highlighting Murphy's technical striking and elusive footwork as key factors that could trouble Evloev's takedown attempts. He described Murphy as fighting pretty, focusing on clean technique and avoiding damage, contrasting it with Evloev's willingness to go through the mud. While acknowledging Evloev's phenomenal grappling skills and impressive undefeated record, Sterling questions if he can secure takedowns early enough without sustaining too much damage himself. Sterling believes if Murphy can inflict damage early and manage the ground game effectively if taken down, he could win the rounds. He even suggested that the winner of this bout deserves the next shot at the featherweight title, lamenting that one of these undefeated fighters has to lose their zero. This analysis has fans debating the stylistic matchup, with many intrigued by Sterling's insight into how Murphy's unique style might counter Evloev's strengths. But the narrative of undefeated fighters clashing isn't just about predictions, it's about history being made. Get ready for the incredible numbers behind UFC Fight Night 270. UFC London's historic clash, Evloev vs. Murphy shatters records. UFC Fight Night 270 in London is poised to be a historic night as undefeated featherweight contenders Movsar Evloev and Lerone Murphy face off in the main event. This highly anticipated bout features a combined record of 36-0-1, making it the most statistically significant fight in UFC history, surpassing the previous record held by Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Ian Machado Gary. Both Evloev and Murphy bring undefeated streaks into this pivotal matchup. Evloev boasts an 8-fight UFC winning streak in the featherweight division, tied for the longest active streak, and remarkably, all 9 of his UFC victories have come by decision, a unique feat in UFC history. He's a takedown specialist, having landed 43 takedowns in his 9 UFC appearances. On the other side, Murphy holds a 10-fight undefeated streak in the featherweight division, the longest active streak, and has secured all 3 of his UFC stoppage wins by knockout, including a memorable spinning back elbow. The card also features other notable fighters like Michael Page, Sam Patterson, and Christian Leary Duncan, adding further depth to this stacked event. This historic matchup has generated immense excitement, with fans eager to see if either fighter can maintain their undefeated status and stake their claim for a title shot. From record-breaking main events to fighters finding new paths, the world of MMA is always delivering. Stay tuned for our full recap and what's next. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw Sean O'Malley defend the UFC against Ronda Rousey's criticism, Ariane da Silva launch her comeback in the PFL, and UFC London host a historic main event between undefeated Movsar Evloev and Lerone Murphy, with Aljamain Sterling breaking down the fight. Don't miss out on any of the action. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below and follow us on all our social media platforms for more exclusive content. See you next time.